triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
Let's go.
Mexico! 5, 6, 5! Mexico, Mexico!
Check 30.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. Catch made here by Campbell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready!
Squeeze, double.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, look, 48. Hey, we don't like
Now Luck. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Kill.
11B.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
At the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check. 11.
A shotgun snap for Love. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 5 now. Luck. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Here's Luck. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back to throw, Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, team. Get off the field. Check that team.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Yo, son. 58, come on. Watch the curve.
To throw on second and 6. Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, Hammond. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down,
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
58, come on. Yo, 80. Man, 80. Hey, Echo.
On 2nd down now, it's Hammond, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
58.
First down, Carolina.
What we got? Check. And 80.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Equanimous St. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Colts 14, Panthers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also his offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect. They know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The catch made by Hopkins. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Check, check. Lucky. Hatch it. Shift. Under crunch. Under 10. 10.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. And he comes back with one complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go, fellas.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Luck now to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Hines. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Love. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking deep here for Ebron. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second and 15 now. Luck. Campbell making the catch. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Throwing on third down, Luck. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will take over now first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Let's go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. This is McCaffrey on the give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. He's back to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Let's get it.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Carolina, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.